Here is a finished wiring diagram, drawn, labeled, and about to be simulated, running in a free browser tab. No install, no sign up. If you search for a Visio wiring diagram template, this is the honest comparison, not a hit piece. Visio is a serious, capable tool, and its wiring templates are real. So we will be fair to it. What its electrical stencils actually give you, where they genuinely earn their keep, and where a free browser tool does the same wiring job faster. Same task for both. Draw a clean wiring diagram and get out the door. Let's put them side by side. First, credit where it is due. Microsoft Visio is a proper diagramming platform, and it has been for decades. It ships with electrical and wiring stencils, switches, relays, transformers, fuses, general schematic shapes, plus wiring templates you can start from instead of a blank page. The shapes snap, connectors stay glued when you move things, alignment guides keep everything straight, and the whole thing lives inside Microsoft 365 next to Word, Excel, and Teams. If your job already runs on Microsoft, that integration is real value. You can drop a diagram into a document, keep it on the company drive, co-author it with a teammate, and hand it to a colleague who already knows the tool. Version history, permissions, the templates library, it is all there. 4 general-purpose diagrams, flowcharts, floor plans, org charts, network maps. Visio is genuinely one of the best there is, and none of that is in dispute here. Now the trade-offs, and these are about fit, not quality. First, price. There is no free tier. Visio is a subscription or a per-seat license. At the time of filming, roughly $5 a month for the limited web plan, $15 for the full desktop app, on top of your Microsoft 365. Easy on a company license. Harder to justify for one wiring project at home. Second, it leans desktop. The full stencil set and the richest features live in the installed Windows app. The web version is lighter, and if you're on a Mac or a Chromebook, the native app is not really an option at all. And third, the one that matters most for wiring. Visio draws pictures. A wire is just a line between 2 shapes. There is no electrical engine underneath it, so it cannot tell a correct circuit from a short. To Visio, they are the exact same drawing. It does not know volts from amps, and it never will, because that was never the point. That is not a flaw. Visio was built to be general, and being general is its whole strength. It just means a wiring diagram in Visio is documentation, a picture of your intent, not a test of whether that intent actually works. So here's the other option for the specific job of a wiring diagram. It is a free editor that runs in an ordinary browser tab, the one on screen now. No install, no license, no sign up to start. It opens straight into an electrical symbol library. It routes wires for you. And the part Visio cannot do, it can actually simulate the circuit you draw. Let me show you the same wiring job, live, and you can judge it against Visio yourself. It is free to open its CircuitDiagramMaker.app. This is the editor running in a browser, nothing installed. That already clears the install hurdle before we draw a single line. Down the left is the symbol library. The free pack is electrical from the start. Outlet, single pole switch, 3-way switch, light fixture, circuit breaker, GFCI outlet, junction box, ground, wire nut, dimmer, smoke and CO detectors, a thermostat. Real wiring symbols, not generic boxes. To place one, click the symbol, then click the canvas, and it snaps to the grid. Breaker, switch, light fixture, ground. That is the same start you would get from a Visio wiring template, except there was no download and no license check to get here. And you do not have to start from a blank page either. Here is a real, finished house wiring diagram, open straight in the browser. A main breaker feeding 3 circuit breakers out to the kitchen outlets, the lighting, and the general power, with an earth bus tying it together. 9 components, 11 wires already drawn. Look at the wires. They route pin to pin with clean right angles, and this is the part that saves real time. Drag component, and every wire connected to it follows. Rearrange the whole board, and the drawing stays tidy. In a picture-only tool, moving a symbol means chasing the lines and re-straightening them by hand, one at a time. Here the connections are live, so the layout is yours to reshape and the wiring just keeps up. It is the same convenience Visio's glued connectors give you, just with electrical symbols and no license to get in. Now the thing no Visio wiring template can do. Simulation. There's a real spice engine built into the page. Open Simulate, pick DC operating point, and run it. Live node voltages and branch currents appear right on the diagram. 24 volts here, the return sitting near 0, real milliamps in the branches. Actual numbers, computed from the wiring you drew. If a connection is wrong, the numbers say so before you ever touch a real wire. A 0 where you expected volts is the fastest fault report in electronics. No meter, no smoke, no guessing. Transient and AC sweep live in the same dialog when you need waveforms over time instead of a single operating point. This is the one line where the two tools are not even in the same category. Visio would happily let a dead short sit in the drawing forever and never say a word. Not because it is bad, but because it is not an electrical tool. If proving the circuit matters to you, this is the difference that decides it. And getting the drawing out? Honestly, this is where the free plan draws its own line. PNG export is free, so you can drop the image into a doc or a message right away. On the free plan, it carries a small watermark. The vector formats, SVG, PDF, and DXF for CD, sit on the paid plan. That is the business model, and I would rather tell you than have you find out. You can also share a live link to the diagram so someone else can open it in their own browser. No Visio, no install on their end either. For most home, auto, and hobby wiring, the free PNG is all you actually need. So, the honest verdict, and it depends on you, not on which tool is better. If you live inside Microsoft 365, if you need one tool for flowcharts and floor plans and network maps, as well as the occasional wiring diagram, and a license is already paid for, stay with Visio. It is polished, it is general, and it will do the job. But if you specifically want a wiring diagram, if you do not want to install anything, do not want another subscription, and would love the circuit actually checked before you build it, the free browser tool wins that lane. Electrical symbols out of the box, wires that route themselves, live simulation Visio does not have, and a free PNG at the end. Different tools, different jobs. For wiring specifically, free and in the browser is hard to beat. So do not take my word for it. Open the editor, drop in a breaker and a switch, wire them up, and hit simulate. If it hasn't done the wiring job faster than a Visio template within 10 minutes, you have lost nothing. It was free. It is at CircuitDiagramMaker.app. No install, no credit card. The link is in the description. Subscribe for a new wiring video every week. See you in the next one.